Just a quick Onyx Coffee Southern Weather. This is what I'm brewing. Been around Onyx for a while as we were in Northwest Arkansas from 2013, the year after Onyx opened up. 2012, maybe. That's when they were established. Today, what I'm doing is 20 grams of coffee. At, oh my goodness, it's hard to tell. The fines are there too. At this grind, where's my thingy? Something. Here. They're like this. Okay. There's my grind size. Then I have this cheaper burr grinder. So there's these fines that get on it, and so what I do is I normally pour on the edge first, and that helps, or I can pour it on a paper towel. So what I'm doing here is doing the bloom, and I'm actually letting it sit extra long, and I've done a huge, super long bloom. This one's been 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset that right here. I'm gonna go lap. We're gonna get after it here. Okay, I really do need to stay in the middle like this, because what I've done in the past is go on the edge. That really starts to mess with it. Okay, we're starting there. And I will gently make sure that the edges are engaged, but because of the fines, I'm not really wanting to do crazy things here. Only on the first or second pour for me, and I can tell it's much clearer and cleaner. So that's it. Here we go. I did a 7-minute bloom before we started the video. I'm doing 20 grams. So I normally do my lunch like this. What's 20 times 16? And I'll start right there. And that's gonna be 320, which I'm probably close to memorized already. And so 320 is like my base. For Southern Weather, I actually do like a little more condensed. So I might go like 20 to 15. I think my grind size is a little bit too big today, actually. This is my third pour. And you can tell because of it, it's not as much of actually pouring on coffee. It looks like I'm just pouring water. Also, we're going to like at least 320, right? The coffee is, how old? 713. So that's like a month off a roast. There's not a lot of CO2 in it, so it's, you know, it's doing its thing. Okay, here we go. We're getting close. Don't want to be too crazy. Today I'm doing it 203, and this is my fourth pour. And like I said, I do like a little more concentrated, so I might even pull that early, especially with this crazy, super long 7.5 minute bloom. We'll see what happens. Normally with experiments I've had, even forgetting about it for 30 minutes, the blooms have come out to like, it just makes it smoother, really, really smooth. So if you have never experimented with a longer bloom, it's really fun. But anywhere between 30 seconds, I normally do like 45 to 55 seconds, so like about a minute maybe. But it depends the coffee and all that stuff. And then I've actually used AI just to help give me feedback on it, and I've told them to like use Onyx principles, use some of this barista things, the championships and other, and just get some feedback, then tell my preferences, and then what I can do is actually hone in my taste buds with it as well, and that's been really fun. All right, so here we are. It went ahead and dripped the whole thing here. Here's what my bed looks like. Not awful. My setup, Let's see. This is where I'm at with this machine. It's equivalent. This is equivalent to like 60 microns or 600 microns, ish. From here to here is like maybe 480 to like 640. So I'm close to 600 to 580 microns, something like that. And if you don't know what that is, it's just the size of the coffee. And I dialed that in a little bit when I did the Onyx Advent calendar this last year. It's pretty fun. Actually, here, check this out. This was the actual box from it. Super fun, dude. This thing was awesome. I'm using it for storage, and I have a hard time when I have a really cool coffee. I have a hard time getting rid of it because there's like just so much. Like that, those were so delicious. These things, it's crazy. Yeah, that one was wild. But I have all sorts of fun ones. This one was one I tried recently. It was so crazy. The Makeworth coffee, they did like, I think it was secretly like a watermelon co-ferment. It was actually, if it was co-ferment, it was the best one I've ever had. Because I'm more on the side of like, let it be what it is, and then let me taste that coffee first, and then we can try adding other stuff to it. So I like Southern Weather. I was, for Onyx being like the best in the nation and cutting edge with everything, I really like them, but I do know that their prices are higher. You can probably find some local roasters that are smaller and get some better prices as they're trying to make their way up. That being said, they had the Doyen project, which was they still had different ones, but this one right here was the steal, honestly. Right. The Ethiopia Shakiso YC Station Natural. The notes were crazy. Cranberry, milk chocolate, grapefruit, sweet tea. Like, that gives you a snapshot. But what happened with this thing was, it was both like the cranberry, grapefruit, you have like some nice acidity. Milk chocolate, when you do it well, you can make that forward on a lower temperature or a little bit coarser grind. And messing with it was so fun. And then there actually came some like almost jasmine-like floral tea, like aroma notes that were just amazing. So this thing was so fun for me to dial in, and it seemed like it had the best of everything for me. I could sit there and just sip in the, like, breathe in the aroma, and this is why I do coffee. It takes me somewhere. It takes me places, and it gives me wonder, excitement. It was amazing. So, and the reason I like this is 27 ounces, and it was only $34 or something, $37, and then I was on their subscription. So I have Onyx's bottomless portal subscription here, so then this just weighs it, and I can go on to my app and see how many ounces are left. But that was like the best deal for that, and it's really cheap for how amazing the coffee was. This is a 2-pound bag, and with the subscription it's probably 68, maybe discounted of 10% off of that or something for 2 pounds. If you are doing high quality coffee, then it's worth trying. And you can even get smaller batches, but when it's over $40, your shipping's free. So that's the nice one there. Then there's also discount codes you can add if you're looking for a deal. But I've really enjoyed them over the years, and this is like their staple. So I went back to it to try it out, and we'll see what I'm doing next. I did a one-time purchase, so I'm gonna try two 2-ounce like samples of coffee, one's from Peru and one's from Ethiopia, Yogurt Chef. I'm excited to try those with Onyx. And then the main one I'm doing is another, I think it's Ethiopian. It's gonna be really fun. So looking forward to it. Right now, I'm about to taste this Onyx. I'm a smeller, so I'd sit here and smell it for a while. gentle. What I noticed with this is like that Ethiopia Shikiso, I would do it like 17-1, and I would more and more and more make it more water to coffee ratio, thin it out and really see what's there and get light with it. However, with the southern weather, I realized I do like it more concentrated, more like 15-1, which after all the other ones at 16 or 17, 16.5, it seems like it's, yeah, fun. Yeah. It brings out the, what notes do we have on this guy again? I forgot. Plum, walnut, and some sort of chocolate or something. But to me, oh, here, I'll give it a free one. The mug, Joylight Coffee, local coffee roaster here where I'm at in Topeka. Oh, I should get the link. Let me pull the link up real quick, because then you get $10 off or something if you buy one of their coffees. One second, almost there. Okay, I'm adding some water to it. That's nice. Maybe I do like it thinned out a little bit. Whatever. All right. Let's see. I need to put it somewhere. Or maybe I'll post it as a... Here. If you're watching this video, it'll be in the comments. Perfect. All right, let's do this. Okay. I actually do really like adding a little bit more water to it, so it's probably closer to 16, 1 to 16 ratio parts coffee to water. Or maybe 1 to 16.5. Brace yourself. You're about to go crazy here. See how fast I can get it. Yeah, okay. Walnut plum. So unique. Really interesting. But it's an easy sipper. You can tell I look tired, dude. I've been working hard. All right, have a good day. I'm gonna post that thing in here. Enjoy your coffees, and bless you. May your coffee take you to a place where you live in wonder. Oh no, Sophia, it's gonna be all right.